What is up, Scentsy fans? Or should I say brick fans? Because today we are chatting bricks and we are going through and demonstrating how much wax I have used from my brick stash in the past 3 months. So what we'll do is I will show you 3 bricks I didn't even get to at all. I kind of was a little bit, ambitious last 3 months. So usually every change of seasons, I do a brick video. So these 3 bricks I did not even touch. So I had silver bells, which I love, and you know I love, so it's full. I have cranberry and tinsel, which I'm just okay with. It's a very strong scent for me. And I was kind of surprised I didn't get to this one, but Christmas Cottage. This one is from 2018. So is cranberry and tinsel, and silver bells is from 2017. So those 3 are going to be a priority fall and winter of this year. I want to get those finished. But speaking of finished, let's show some of the bricks I finished. Now the first 2 I finished were actually full to start. So I'm not necessarily going to put a little progress picture because they were full. And this one was from 2018. It is ginger and spruce. And this one is a strong and long lasting scent, and it has like a spearmint kind of tone to me with some dried ginger. I don't think it was very popular, and so there was a lot of these in clearance and they were for a really cheap price. So I think this is probably like brick number 2 or 3 for me, and I don't have any more in my stash, so I'm okay with that. And I finished it all up, so I used it from start to finish in the last 3 months. Another one similarly that I finished up from 2018, and I do actually love this one. It is Blue Christmas. So this one was a little bit oily. You can't really see, but there was some oil that had leaked onto my other brick. So I wanted to finish this off, and I actually have some bars that I can work on as well. I do really enjoy this scent. It is very strong. It's kind of about a 1-dayer for me, but very strong. Love it. I think it's got notes of like orange and citrus peels, like lemon and orange citrus peels with like fir and spices, but I don't really get that. To me, it's more of a shaving cream fresh tree scent. That's what I get. All right, other bricks that I finished, and these were all partial, so I will show you the picture. So the first one is caramel sugar cookie. So I'll put the progress picture right here. Now, I'm not going to say all the notes because I don't really remember them all, but I'll type them out for you. This one has almost like a buttery, rich butterscotch tone, very similar to maybe Gimme Candy. It's probably the closest, but some people say it's got like a little rich burnt note. I don't know about that. There's something very rich about it. It is a heavy type of bakery. Sorry, it's probably going to be loud. But yes, I finished that one off, so that is good for me. And my friend Patricia loves that one, so I finished up one of my many bricks of cinnamon chai latte, so I will show you the finished brick and the progress picture. So this one here is one that I absolutely love. It's got cardamom, it's got like steamed milk, it's got nutmeg and cinnamon. It's very good, love it. The more I warm it, like when I go back and warm it and I haven't warmed it in a while, I'm like, oh, I just love this so much. And so I always want to be home when I warm it. And not a scent that I would warm when my family's home and I'm not. It's a scent that I warm when I'm around. The next one is a renamed scent. This one is called Eskimo Kiss. And this one was from fall, I think of 2016, so a very, very old brick. Performance was phenomenal. It was very strong for this scent. So this scent to me is about a medium intensity. And this was definitely at least a medium intensity. And it hadn't lost any scent in my opinion over the years. And very long lasting, good for bedrooms or medium zones. I wouldn't usually typically warm this in my big area, but sometimes I would just to try to use up some of the wax because I just had so much. So that is Eskimo Kiss, also known as Polar Bear Hugs. The next one is Sugar Plum Berry from fall of 2019. So this one is finished. And I think I had about half of a brick left of this one. This one is very, very strong. It reminds me of a plum or a dark berry version of Blue Christmas. So you're getting sugar plums, you're getting like a fruity tone, but you're getting a lot of tree. It's very fresh, very strong. I remember I had this going one day, and we had Drew's occupational therapist and his physiotherapist do a home visit. I was kind of embarrassed because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so friggin' strong in here. And they never said anything, but they did have to go to their car a couple of times to get some stuff. And I'm thinking, I wonder if they just need a break. That one's really strong. So a lot of people got to experience that for the first time because it was in Scents of the Season in bar size. And the next one was Winter's Eve. This was from 2022's Brick Season. And this one I didn't really care for in 2022, But when I warmed it in 2023, I felt like it had lost some of its intensity. And I don't know if it's just me. So if you've warmed this, comparing when it first came out to when it, a year later, how did you find performance? Did you find it later? Because I definitely found it later. Now I did warm this in my garage because I didn't really care for it, but I didn't dislike it as much as I disliked it the year before. Maybe it's because it was a little softer to me, but it comes across as a masculine, heavy cologne-based scent to me. There is a tree note in here that I don't really pick up as a tree note. It just smells like a masculine, heavy, fall, winter type cologne. Not a repurchase. Happy to be done with it. So let me show you, I think I picked out 2 bricks that were not part of my original selection. So I'll leave those to the end. So let's show you the bricks that I worked on but did not finish. So I worked on Very Snowy Spruce. And I think I just finished one line of this one. Even though I like this one, it's just okay for me. It's got a lot of notes. It's got amber plus a bunch of tree notes. It's got cedar, it's got fir, it's got balsam, blah, 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 and amber. And I think what it is the amber is the thing that makes this special and switches it up. But it's just okay for me. I have other Christmas tree type scents that I prefer, such as icicles and evergreen. Even Disney Season of Magic I prefer over this. But my husband really likes this. My sister really likes this. Lots of people I know really like this. So it's a good one. It's a bestseller when it comes out. All right, the next one is one that I use as a mixer a lot, and it is Vanilla Bean Buttercream from fall of 2019. Fall season heading into the holiday brick season. So I used up the top row plus a little bit, and I will probably carry this through because it's a good as a mixer. And if I don't carry it through, then I'll eventually be saying, well, I added this in. So I'm just going to put that one aside and we'll carry it through. The next one, I'm really, really sad to report that I didn't seem to like it as much this year. And sometimes that happens. You have a memory of a scent, and you really, really like it. And then the next time you warm it, you don't like it as much. It is what it is. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but it's Olaf. I have it warming in Erica's room and Ryan's room the past couple of days, and it's just okay. And I even warmed it in their bathroom. I did mix it with bayberry and currant to kind of chill that scent out, and it did a good job of doing that. So I might mix a little bit more of it with that, but we'll see. I do have another brick of this, so I have quite a bit to use. But you know what? I might come around to it, and maybe I'll mix it with NHL Fresh Ice just to kind of switch it up because they're kind of similar enough. It might just switch it up enough for me. So that is Olaf Warm Hugs. I worked on 3 cubes of that. All right, and this one I was hoping to finish up, but I did not get to it, but I warmed a bit of it earlier this week and a bit of it today. I mixed it today with Stroopwafel Delight. It is maraschino sugar cookie. I warmed it the other day on its own. So here's my progress. I'll put the picture up here. So I think I warmed roughly 3 cubes, give or take. And I should be able to polish this off towards the end of the year. It's just getting a little heavy for this time of year. I think I told you on my other video that this is not my favorite. So unfortunately, just not one I love. It's got like a sugar cookie or a shortbread cookie kind of tone with a really tart cherry. It reminds me a lot of Cozy Cranberry, but instead of cranberry, cherry, because that one was really sour and tart to me, and I think that's what I'm picking up now. So not a repurchase, and I know everybody seems to love it, just not me. All right, the next 2 bricks to wrap things up are ones that I pulled from. Why, I'm not sure. I think one was maybe for a melting challenge, and the other one was because one of my local customers wanted to try it. And so I said, of course, I'll make you a sample, and I warmed some myself. And it is the Scentsy Is You brick. So I think I just used this cube, so I'll put a progress video. I made some samples from felt. Like if you ever get a felt sample, it's mainly just to smell if you get it from your consultant, but sometimes you can put it in a really hot warmer for just an hour or so and get an idea of the scent. I wouldn't leave that warmer. It's just something a little bit different to have a felt in there, but sometimes 2 or 3 hours you can get an idea of the scent and just see if you like it. It'll still warm a bit. Yeah, that's what you can do with those, but this is very strong for me, and it's a very thick, heavy presence in the air. I can smell it every time I warm it, and it smells like a little tiny bit floral to me, but a lot of fruit. And the fruit part and the tone of it reminds me of a variation of Ruby Nectarine. And none of the notes are the same, but the Ruby Nectarine smells like you're walking through the produce fruit section, and you're getting lots of the smell of the different fruits and the stems and the greenery and the aromas that come off the fruit. But not the fruit itself, like the aromas of the skin. And for some reason, I feel like I'm in a different part of the fruit section, and I'm getting a different sense of the other fruits, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. So Anyway, I really, really like this. I have another brick because I really, really like it. So that is Scentsy is You. And this one I'm going to carry forward because I will show you, this is how much I have left. And I don't know if you can tell from the foil and the color, but it is Scentsy's version from Walt Disney World, Iridescent. And it's the 50th celebration wax. And this one here, it's a very like floral, almost reminds me, I was going to say almost reminds me of a hotel scent. And yes, it does, because this is what they, I think, kind of pump through certain hotels. I'm not sure what ones, but if you're a Disney fan, you could probably let me know in the comments below. But this is not a favorite of mine. It's just one that I warm to kind of get through it. So I'm going to finish this one off. It's a pretty color, and I love the cream and the beige, but just not one for me. So this one I'm going to carry through. Speaking of, let's move into the portion where I'm going to show you what I'm going to warm. Now this particular next 3 months, so we're going to be in the spring months, obviously a floral, fresh kind of focus. So this will work perfectly for that, and I want to finish it up. And so far, I think I've finished 6 bricks this year, and my goal is to finish 15. So I have 9 more to go, so roughly 1 a month, and I should be fine. So that should hopefully be finished in March. And you'll see that hopefully as an empty next time. And I'm just going to bring this one through as a mixer, so I'm not necessarily working on trying to finish it. Just I use it as a mixer. Sometimes I melt it on its own. The other night I put a little bit in my warmer right next to me, and it was just so nice falling asleep to that. But the next ones I strategically want to warm through. The next 2 I want to actually finish in the spring months, or at minimum in the summer. I don't really want to carry them through. But these are from the Spring Brick Collection of 2018. So they're getting older and they still smell great. One is Mojito Mambo, which is half finished. And this is a mint, lime, muddled club soda kind of scent. Very fresh. And the next one is very strong. This is Berry Cosmo Boogie, also from the spring of 2018. And this one has just a tiny bit more than half. So I want to finish this one off. This one has grapefruit and cranberry. I forget all the notes, but it's like a berry, heavy berry, like juicy, saturated, dense type of scent. I want to bring 3 more. So that will be a total of 7, which is going to be plenty. I'm thinking 2 a month plus my mixer. Because sometimes if I have too many, it just gets, confusing. And I feel like I don't get a lot of focus. So this one I want to warm. It is Orchard by the Sea. This one has almost 3/4 full, and this one is like an aquatic apple type scent. It's okay. I'm not big into it. I just picture like, how when you see like a Bitmoji or the person on Snapchat, like the little person, I picture Dan Orchard as like one of those little people in a big, like a big orchard with some apples, like on a little depiction thing. Picture him with this hair. And anyway, that's what I picture when I see this brick. This particular brick was released as a winter brick in 2022 along with Winter's Eve, but I feel like it's more of a spring brick, so I wanted to pull it out. It's Frosted Petals, and I think this one has Jingle Bell Orchid in it, which is probably why they put it as a winter brick, but it's kind of very similar. Let me smell them side by side actually. To Iridescent. I think they somewhat remind me of one another, but I like Frosted Petals better, I think. I haven't warmed this in so long. Yes, it's a very uplifting kind of scent. And then this one, I feel like that one might be, yeah, that one feels like maybe a little more powdery in tone, but yeah, they're not really that similar, but maybe the vibe they give me is a similar vibe. So anyway, I will work on Frosted Petals. I have like half plus a little bit. And one more to pull, and I have another one to bring in the summer version of this, but I thought this will be nice to work on in the spring. It is Pink Apple and Nectarine, and I have this much left, a little more than 8 cubes left. So this one has the Pink Apple and Nectarine, but it's got that body care kind of tone, really pretty body care. Oh, and it almost smells a little lighter this year, but it could be just my nose. So I'm looking forward to giving that a revisit and kind of putting a good dent. Usually my goal is to at least work on 3 brick cubes before I see you in the next video. So even more is better. So let me know if you are working on your bricks. Let me know if you need to chop any bricks, because remember, if they're not chopped, you're not going to pick them to warm. And I hope you remember that this is a great value. Even though it's a great value, you don't want it sitting there collecting dust. So warm through your bricks and let me know how you're doing. So I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.